Welcome back for part two of Take Your Homeboy to Work Day podcast. We'll pick up where we left off. But before you go, we need your help to spread our message. So please subscribe, like, and rate 5 stars wherever you get your podcast and on LinkedIn at Take Your Homeboy to Work Day podcast. Thank you. Enjoy. So I want to switch your brain now to think abstract about what you do. And so imagine I've hired a painter to commemorate what you do based upon a visual description. What type of image would you tell that painter to draw?
Oh, this is cute.
Thank you.
Ooh. Okay, I have an idea. Imagine a conductor of an orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing at the podium with my little baton stick, whatever you want to call it, and I have headphones on over my head. Above it, you can see little musical notes to denote that I'm listening to music. But instead of an orchestra, there's different things I'm directing. A musical brainstorming section to my left. In the middle, a band. On the side, songwriter. So you see them, next to a mic singing something. Over to the other side, you see, I don't know, budget calculations. And so me with my baton and the conductor is basically creating a symphony with the orchestra of the different places, the labels, the bands, the creative teams to make beautiful music.
Very descriptive. Thank you very much.
I try.
So now, my next question. We've talked a lot about the good of this career and how it helps you feel fulfilled and you get to use your creative side. But as with anything, there can be an underbelly or a bad or ugly side. So, what is a watch out that you would give for anybody who may be considering going into music supervising?
It is very white.
Hello. Okay.
Um,
which is which is surprising. Well, actually, it's not. You know what?
it
It's not
is
surprising.
so um, I would go places, because you have to meet people. You have to meet who you're working with, your clients, your partners. And I would
Mhm.
go and feel extremely odd, not because I was the only black girl. That's not uncommon in that fit, but for a music related job that utilizes so much of our work, our creations, we aren't the ones that are driving the bus on this. We aren't the ones leading the way. And it's kind of like, okay, I saw a whole, NWA. Like the music supervisor for Straight Outta Compton was probably white. I don't know. Please don't quote me because I don't know. But a lot of our favorite things, you know, don't involve us.
Right.
Now, I I will say this. There are a lot of programs in place to counter that. There are a lot of people making corrective actions to fix that.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know how well it's doing because I haven't seen the numbers, but I've run into more of us and we literally look like, cats in headlights because we don't see each other that often. Like seeing a black person in one of like our industry, events is like, oh, who do you work for? Because there's just not a lot of us in this
Yeah.
very niche role. There is not.
Yeah.
And when you do know them, like they're well known because it ain't but like five of them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, well, I know it's a tightrope, but keep walking that tightrope as best you can, I guess.
Oh, thank you. I put it this way, one of my goals is not for me. It's to be able to pull up behind me.
Mhm.
So however far I go in this career field, I need to be able to bring in to contribute to more of us in this career field. It's not for lack of wanting to. Trust me, we're just not
Yeah.
there yet.
Yeah. Respect. Now, as you think about your career, is there a role that you're working towards? Is there, are you building? I'm imagining this is the foundation to building to something even bigger down the line. How do you see yourself contributing to music and to Hollywood 10, 15 years from now?
Hmm. Oh, it's hard to answer only because there's so many ways to get there, whatever there
Mm-hmm.
is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give this as a brief story. So every music supervisor I talk to, I always ask what's next. Because there's like, whether it's they're independent, whether they're senior, where to next, because there's no direct plan. There's no first you start here, you go here, you go here, because there's too many ways to get there. And so a lot of times I think of, I definitely want a leadership role because, as I said before, I want to pull up the next us behind me. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
closing that door, I'm pulling up. That's number
Mm-hmm.
one. So it will be a leadership role where I can affect who comes behind me, encourage who comes behind me, and advocate who comes behind me because that's important to me. Um, but also like a job that not only allows me to be a leader, but also I'll still do the work. You know how some people they raise up and they become like people managers, but they're not able to do the parts that they love.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't want I don't want to get to like a desk with a corner office and I'm not in it because why am I here? Like I
Yeah.
still want to be involved in the music. I still want to be involved in the work. If a job like that exists, I'm there. Otherwise, I probably have to do it myself. But that's what I want.
Awesome, awesome. You've mentioned pulling up the person behind you afterward, pulling up the person behind you, paying it forward. I see you are involved with a nonprofit called Unlock Her Potential, or part of a new mentorship class through that nonprofit. Could you share more about what that is and how it's helping you?
Absolutely. Unlock Our Potential is a nonprofit that seeks to advocate and encourage women of color in their prospective industries. So it was founded by Sophia Chang. She considers herself the first Chinese woman, first Asian in hip hop. She was the manager for RZA.
Mm,
Uh, I don't know, several of Wu. I don't
yeah.
recall. I think like D'Angelo at one point, Raphael
Florida
Sadiq at one
girls,
point, but she
man.
was
Florida girls don't know Wu
look, I
Tang.
don't
That's
know.
so disrespectful.
I can name all of them. What I'm saying is I don't recall who she managed. Don't do
Oh,
me. Do not
God,
do
oh,
me.
you right, you right. Let me pump my brakes.
Thank you. But she founded this organization because she is a woman of color and she realized that mentorship for we are least likely to get mentored. And so what she did is she reached out to her industry partners, and I mean music, TV, film, culinary, publishing, writing, advocacy, nonprofit, just all these different industries. And she got these high level people to basically say, yes, I want to mentor a woman of color. I happened to apply the last for this upcoming year, and in 2023, I'm going to be mentored by Paul Brusick, who is the president of music over at Warner Brothers Pictures,
Oh
and I am
wow.
one of yes, kind of dope.
Yeah.
I am one of 145 women. There were 2,500 applicants this year. I'm one of 145. And basically, we are going to be mentored by these titans in our respective industries to basically see where we can go, whether it's through advocacy or career planning. So, when you ask me that question about like where to next or where am I going to go, those are things I'm
Mhm.
going to discuss with him so that he can assist me in mapping out what that looks like. He's been in the industry for over 30 years and he's the president of music at a major studio. What's out there, what's available, what's possible. I'm hoping that he will, be able to assist me in finding the answer to those questions. So maybe next time we talk, I have a more clear picture.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes. When I was reading about that opportunity, it sounded just as special as you described. So thank you for giving a little more detail. And good luck through the program.
Of
Sound like you have an
course.
amazing mentor.
Thank you very much. I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah. So I have a unique question. Each profession or industry has their own language or acronyms that they use. Is there a favorite term within the world of music or an acronym within your world that you love to use or that is unique that you love to, just share, what that language means in your world?
Absolutely. It's not a term that I like love or it sounds cool or anything like that, but it's my favorite to hear or read. And it's probably easy clear or one stop clear. So, one of the things that's required of music supervision is we have to clear licensed music to be able to use it. Every single
Mhm.
percentage needs to be accounted for. So, if I see a song that's wanted, that's easy clear, meaning I only have to go through one party to get approval, oh my God, thank you, because I don't have to chase down all the writers plus the master, and that just makes my
Yeah.
job so much easier and less stressful because I can be like, "Okay, I only have to come to you. I send the check to you. Okay, bet."
What is the highest amount of people you've had to get something cleared for a project?
7 on the publishing side and 2 on the master side. So I had to reach out to 7 different entities, whether it was their admin, whether it was a label, whether it was a person in general, to
Mhm.
try and get every single percentage adding up to 100 so that I could have that song used. And do you know I got every single person to say yes and they ended up not using the song?
Oh, that's when you mumble something under your breath. Oh, man.
I throw everybody in the trash because how could you?
That
I
is
will say
like
this, I it's crazy, like, when you're, on Facebook and Twitter trying to find this person with 2% of a song because you gotta make sure that they say yes, like, you are literally playing Inspector Gadget, although Inspector
right.
Gadget wasn't really that good, so I'll say Penny. Trying to find this person, contact this person, or somebody's estate. I think once I was working on, was it Johnny Nash? I can see
Okay.
clearly now
Mhm.
the rain is gone.
Mhm,
He's
mhm,
gone now, so the stuff goes to his, estate.
mhm.
Trying to trace that lady down that don't answer her emails, by the time she
Right.
got back with us, we had moved on.
Wow, yeah, I
So
could
that is
imagine.
a so if somebody tells me something is easy clear, I'm like, "Oh god, thank you so
Yeah.
much."
And then you sparked another question in my head. What's the longest it's taken you to complete a project?
To complete a project?
Yeah.
Um, mm. I don't know the exact time frame, but I know the project only because I was working with creatives who had absolutely no musical affinity. Like you couldn't pull out of them what musical direction they wanted. You had to put
Mhm,
it in their face and say, "This is what you like." Like
mm,
it's hard. And I want to say, and it was for the launch of a vehicle. So you wanted to make a big bang. It's the first time every time, everyone's seeing it. I want to say that one took, oof, maybe like 9 months. And
wow,
I don't think it's aired yet either.
wow, wow. What's
And I
the
had
biggest
to,
what's the largest bottleneck in it?
um, trying to get the creators on the same page. And at the time, we ended up using Jackson 5's ABC,
Mhm,
but we had to re-record it. So you're paying for publishing from Barry Gordy and them, and then you have to go to a music company and say, "Hey, I need you guys to redo this." So the amount of set revisions we went through. Oh, I don't like the way she sang that. Try it again. Oh, I don't like that voice. Pick another singer. Like we had to go through audition the singers, revision here, like, and I mean small stuff. So
mhm.
it's hard to talk music with people who can't talk music.
Right, right, right. Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. Well, Tanisha, this has been a very fascinating show. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your journey. I have a question for you now that I'm really excited to ask you, especially because I know of your love and passion for music. So, are you ready?
Mhm.
So imagine.
I'm not, but let's go.
I love the confidence. Imagine you have just been named A&R of Def Jam, and you've been given an unlimited budget to create a song, and you can have any three artists and then one producer or beat maker for the sound of the song. Which three artists are you choosing, and which beat maker?
I hate you so much right now. Can I ask you some questions before I answer?
Certainly.
What's the goal here? Are you trying to make a top 40 hit? Are you just trying to make a good jam? Like, what's the goal here? Because I could be like, oh, I just want something Tanisha will listen to versus, oh, I'm trying to go platinum. What's the goal?
Something that Tanisha would listen to.
Oh, okay. Shoot, producer. Um, because your girl loves a good, well-crafted love song. I'm gonna have to go with I do. They're wonderful. In love or not. Producer. Oh, this is so hard. Okay, I'm gonna just
It
go with
is.
Raphael Sadiq. We're
Oh,
gonna go
tip
with
my hat.
Raphael as the producer.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, artist. You said I could pick three.
Yes.
Okay. I'm picking these artists and I'll explain why. One of them is going to be Faith Evans. It's Faith Evans because the girl's pen is crazy and her
Mm-hmm.
background vocals are insane. She's your favorite artist singer. Like she's just dope. So that's one
Mm-hmm.
person. The second person would be ooh, Raphael Sadiq working with Yeba.
Okay. Okay.
That would
Mm-hmm.
be
All right.
nice. That would be
Okay. Uh-huh.
nice.
I love.
And
I
then
see
the
what's forming here.
third, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then the third artist, ooh, I need a voice. I mean, Yebba's got it, but I need something on top to make it stank. Ooh, you know what? I'm about to throw something super, well, not, and actually, it's not random. Maybe throw like, oh no, I need a man. I need a man. Hold on.
Why? Why do you?
Throw, yeah, throw D'Angelo in there.
Hello. Wow. Home run hitter. Okay. Well, all right. All right. Okay. So Faith Evans, Yeba, D'Angelo, and then Raphael Sadiq. Uh, That is going to be a power man. I would love. I wish this could actually be a real thing and hear these concepts.
Right? Like I'm over here, like I'm in love and I ain't even got no man.
Right. Well, thank you. I know that can be a tough question. There really is no right or wrong answer. It's all just based on our moods. But I love asking that question to allow the audience to just learn a little bit more about you, just on the other side of who you are outside of work. So, thank you for answering that tough question.
Of course, I could give you another answer, but I don't think you want another one.
What, you have a different genre or something?
Oh no, never mind. Let it go because I can go for days.
Well, we'll definitely come back to this when I bring you back on the show again.
Of course, hopefully, I got some new things to tell you.
Of course, of course. Well, once again, I appreciate you coming on and being so honest and sharing a little bit about how music works in Hollywood. Salute to you for being creative during a tough time in the pandemic. Being able to build trust with people, even through only just a digital communication, where some people actually find it harder to build that type of trust that you've been able to build. So salute to you to everything you're going to accomplish. I wish you nothing but success and thank you for coming on the show again.
Thank you so much for having me. This was a fun conversation, Brandon.
Hey, before you go, we need your help to spread our message. So please subscribe, like, and rate 5 stars wherever you get your podcast and on LinkedIn at Take Your Homeboy to Work Day Podcast. Thank you.